Alright, this is going to be a quick little tutorial on how to put a custom sound cube in a Tabletop Simulator. This is the tutorial we're going to be following along with. It's the Tabletop Simulator knowledge base. You'll know you're in the right place if you have this orange bar, so if you want to skip the video and just follow along here, you totally could. There is a couple of easy mistakes to make, so I'd recommend sticking with the video, but it is totally your choice. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to need to download two things to do this. The first thing is going to be Unity. So let's go ahead and click on this link here. The version of Unity that we need is 2019.1.0. So click on that link. It's going to bring you to the Unity download archive, and then go ahead and scroll down. This is the version you want right here, 2019.1.0. The instructions say that you will have problems if you download other versions, which I can personally attest to, as I did this wrong the first time. I just thought, oh, I should probably get the most updated version. You don't want that. So just go ahead and click your operating system. I'm Windows, and then you want the Unity installer. You could get the Unity Hub if you want. You don't need it. It's just going to change how you open up a project, but same thing basically. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to our tutorial here. There we go. The only thing you need to worry about with the installer, you need to make sure you have Linux, Mac, and Windows build support checked in your download components. So then go ahead and run the installer, and that's all you need to do with that. Okay, step 2, we need to get the project file from Github. This is the project we're going to be opening up in Unity and using to export a custom asset bundle. Okay, so here we are in GitHub. Click on Clone or Download, and download the zip. Once you have that zip downloaded, go ahead and unzip that folder to a directory of your choice. Doesn't matter where, just remember where it is, so you know where to reference when you need to open it in Unity, and then later on import stuff into Tabletop. Okay, so you got your GitHub project. Come back to our tutorial. Okay, those are the only two things you need to download. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and click on Unity, run Unity, and you're going to want to open the folder that we got from GitHub, the unzipped folder. If you downloaded the Unity Hub, like I was saying earlier, your screen will look more like this, your window, sorry. And if you didn't, it's just going to be a little box. Either way, it's going to have the word open project on it, or open. So click open, and then you're going to want to select that folder from GitHub that you just unzipped. Okay, so now we're going to, let me go ahead and open up Unity. And I will walk through that step with you guys. Okay, here we go. Here's that little box I was telling you about. Open project. Now, wherever you put that folder, go find it. Star Wars games, Edge of the Empire. Okay, the name of the folder is Tabletop Simulator Modding Master. So I actually, yeah, there you go. I have it inside of a folder for some reason. So click on that folder, click select, and then Unity is going to launch. And sorry, this might take just a second for mine to launch. Here we go. So this is what it's going to look like when it first opens. It might take a little bit longer for you guys. It's going to be importing a ton of new assets into Unity from the project, so yeah, it'll take just a little bit to open. Alright, so I skipped ahead there because my laptop is slow just because I'm doing a screen capture. So anyways, now we have our project open. Don't freak out, your window's not going to look exactly like mine because I've already been working in the project. But anyways, the project will import some things into Unity that you're going to need. The biggest being, if you come down here to scripts, there's two custom scripts the project is going to import that you will need to build your asset bundles. So, first things first, let's go ahead and make an object, which we can put into Tabletop Simulator. So come up to Game Object, click 3D Object, and then I'm just going to make a cube. Okay. Next thing we need to do is assign a material to our cube. So we'll go to Create, Create Material. name that material whatever you'd like. We'll just call this material 1. Okay, you can select a color for it if you'd like to make your cubes a little bit easier to stand out from each other. And then drag and drop that material onto your cube. And now you'll see our cube has turned yellow. So good, it's been applied. Okay, now go to your cube and click Add Component. It'll look like this when you open it up, and then just type TTS to kind of filter through all of our scripts. Here's our 2 custom scripts that we imported. We're going to use TTS Asset Bundle Effects. So click on that one. And here is our component that we're going to be working with. Everything else you can leave alone, so feel free to go ahead and collapse all these like I did if you'd like. Okay, so before we get going in here, let's go ahead and bring a sound into Tabletop. Or sorry, into Unity. So I already have a bunch of sounds down here, but let's just show you how to do that. So go to Assets, Import New Asset. And then this is where you're going to want to have all your MP3s ready to go. I have a little folder that I've already started called Sounds Ready for Unity. And let's go ahead and do a TIE Fighter sound. We'll do the TIE LN Fire Stutter. How about that? Okay. So, boom, here is our sound that we've just imported. Let's go back to our cube. And these are the elements we're going to be working with. Looping effects is going to allow you to loop a sound over and over until another loop is selected. Trigger effects will play the sound once and then it will stop. So I like to use trigger effects, so we'll go ahead and work with that for this video. Size is going to control how many sounds that you have on your object, in our case our cube. Let's go ahead and just do 2 sounds, but again you could make this as many as you'd like. We'll just do 2 sounds for now. Okay, so go ahead and expand element 0. That's going to be our first sound. Now there's 3 little parts of this we're going to be working with: name, audio, and duration. Everything else you can forget. So go ahead and click on audio. Let's upload our sound first, and we use the TIE LN Fire Stutter. So pay attention down here. It'll tell you how long your audio clip is. Ours is just a little over 2.5 seconds. On duration, this is going to tell you how long your sound is going to play before the cube cuts it off, before the effect is canceled. So let's just go with 3 seconds. It's 2.5, no big difference. The effect will officially cancel at 3, so either way. Okay, and then come up to name. We'll name this TIE LN Fire Stutter, because that's the name of our sound. So we got our name, the sound, and the duration of how long the sound will be played. And boom, you've made your first trigger effect. And then let's make one more. So let's grab another audio clip. I'll just use one I already have in here. We will do another TIE Fighter one here. Sorry, I got a YouTube update. Alright, let's do TIE Flyby Crisp. I don't know why I named it that. I just thought it was a crisp flyby. Okay. Oh, I actually forgot to see how long this is. This one is 2.4, so we'll just do 3 seconds as well. And then name it TIE LN Flyby Crisp. Okay. There is our 2 sounds. So now our cube is all ready to go. Go to your prefab folder under Assets, Examples, Prefabs. Drag your little, actually let's rename our cube real fast, just to make this a bit easier. We'll name this TIE Cube. And then drag it down here, and you've just created this object as a prefab now. I already have some other sound cubes in here, obviously. So click on your cube. Real important part here, go ahead, come over to the asset bundle part in this bottom right corner. And we're going to make a new name for this. Let's just name it TIE. I don't know if this will be the same for you guys. I have to click out of it once to get it to work. There we go. TIE Cube 01. This still won't be the official name that it'll have in Tabletop, so don't worry about that. And then click Enter. And we're ready to go. So, here in your little project view, right-click anywhere, and you will see this button, Build Asset Bundles. This is also an option that came with our project, so if you are just in regular Unity, you're not going to see this, I believe. So anyways, click Build Asset Bundles, and now it's going to build the asset bundles. There's actually a folder in our Tabletop Simulator modding master folder called Asset Bundles, and it's going to build all of your asset bundles that you've created into the Asset Bundle folder. So yours might be a little bit quicker than mine. I have a few different objects in here, and I think it's probably just being slow because my laptop and a screen capture as well. So anyways, we'll give that a second while it is building those asset bundles. Okay, there we go. Now you want to double check and make sure that it was correctly built. So go ahead and find your folder once more, the folder that we got from GitHub, the one we're working on right now. Sometimes it's Star Wars games. Okay. Tabletop Simulator Modding Master, and then come into it and click on the folder that says Asset Bundles, and boom, there you go. There's all of your cubes that you've made. So you'll probably just have the one in here if you're following along with me, TyCube01, and that's how you know you're ready to go. So they do need to be these Unity 3D files in order for Tabletop to accept them as a custom asset bundle. Okay, so almost done. Actually, we are done. We just need to bring it into Tabletop. So let's open up Tabletop Simulator. So yeah, the nice thing about making little sound cubes is instead of having to navigate around with the tablet, you can just go ahead and skip that step, and you can just have your sound cubes on the GM portion of your table. And then that way, you know, your group gets into a fight, what have you, you can just right-click on your cube real fast and trigger a sound. So a lot faster than trying to search for one real quick on YouTube and then playing it through the tablet. I think the tablet doesn't even work on Linux anyways. I have Windows, so not a problem for me, but if you do have a player in your group who uses Linux, I don't think the tablet even works in Tabletop Simulator for them. So all the more reason to just make a custom sound cube. I know there are workshop projects that have way more advanced scripting than anything we're doing here, but we're just keeping it simple, and it's not too hard, doesn't take too long. Okay, come to our table here. And sorry, this is probably going to be pretty laggy because I'm doing a screen capture right now. Alright, let's go to Objects, Components, Custom, and go ahead and do Asset Bundle. Okay. Now, we're going to click on Main. Click on Main, and then find your folder one last time. And then, here we go, Tabletop Simulator Modding Master. Asset Bundles, and go ahead and select your, let's see, I think TyCube01 is the one that we made, so we'll select that, and we'll host it to the cloud so that other players can. I'm not a tabletop master. I don't know if that'll affect other people being able to hear it, but I always just do cloud. So drop through the table once because it was still building itself. There we go. Now it's ready. So let me zoom out a smidge, and here's our sound cube. So let's go ahead and name this. We'll name this TyCube01, or you can name it whatever you like. And then we'll lock it down to the table, right click on it. You don't have to lock for that to work, I just locked it down. And then go to Trigger Effect, and you'll see our two sounds that we've made. We have TyLN Fire Stutter and TyLN Flyby Crisp. So test them out. That works, and that works as well. So that's the end of our video. That's how you make little custom sound cubes that you can put in Tabletop. And once you make a few of them, you can just stack them next to each other, and then you'll have a full arsenal of sounds that you can use during your campaign. So thank you guys for watching the video, and that's it.